Are you holding a small fortune in your pocket without even knowing it? In this video, we're counting down the top 5 most valuable Jefferson Nickels ever discovered, coins that have shocked collectors and soared to jaw-dropping prices at auction. From rare minting errors to perfectly preserved full-steps varieties, these nickels prove that 5 cents can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Stay tuned, your next coin might just be on this list. Number 1. Have you ever looked at a simple 5-cent coin and wondered if it might be worth thousands of dollars today? What if I told you that one of the most unassuming coins from your pocket change, specifically the 2005 Jefferson Nickel with the ocean in view? Oh, the joy! Reverse and a Denver Mint mark, could actually be one of the hottest hidden treasures in the rare coin market right now. Yes, this special edition 5-cent coin has taken the numismatic world by storm, and collectors are chasing it with passion and purpose like never before. Let's take a deep dive into the story behind this magnificent piece of American history. The 2005 Ocean in View. Oh, the joy! Nickel was issued as part of the Westward Journey Nickel series, commemorating the legendary Lewis and Clark expedition. These coins were released to mark the bicentennial of the journey that reshaped America's expansion to the West, and the inscription, "Ocean in View." Oh, the joy! Comes directly from the explorer's journal entry upon reaching the Pacific Ocean. What you're holding in your hand isn't just a coin, it's a living memory of courage, discovery, and the American frontier spirit. What makes this coin incredibly unique is its beautiful reverse design. The image shows a breathtaking coastal scene with trees, cliffs, and water, symbolizing the moment of triumph and awe experienced by Lewis and Clark as they reached the western edge of the continent. This reverse was only used for a short time in 2005, and it was minted with both P and D mint marks. But the D mint mark version, struck at the Denver Mint, is the one collectors are heavily pursuing today. The phrase, "Ocean in View." Oh, the joy! Makes this nickel stand apart. It's poetic, historical, and emotionally powerful all in one coin. Now let's talk about the condition and rarity that drive collectors absolutely wild. Most of these nickels were released into circulation, which means finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is extremely difficult today. But here's the twist. Several examples with full steps, sharp strike, and zero contact marks are now fetching huge prices in auctions and private sales. The demand is skyrocketing for high-grade examples, especially those graded MS66 and above. If your 2005 D Ocean in View nickel is still in mint state condition, it's time to hold on to it like a golden ticket. The current market value of these coins is nothing short of exciting. Common circulated versions may be worth a few dollars to collectors, but high-grade examples have shocked everyone with their premium sales. A stunning 2005 D Ocean in View nickel graded MS67 has sold for as much as $3,500. And that's just the beginning. At top-tier auctions, coins with exceptional eye appeal, sharp details, and flawless finishes have crossed the hammer for as much as $28,000. Yes, that's $28,000 for a 5-cent coin minted just 2 decades ago. That's not just rare, that's explosive demand. This coin has also made headlines in auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers, where rare 2005 D Jefferson Nickels have set unbelievable records. One jaw-dropping example graded MS67 Plus with strong luster and clean surfaces sold for more than $16,000 in a heated bidding war. Others have ranged between $3,500 and over $28,000 depending on grade, eye appeal, and collector demand. These prices prove beyond a doubt. This coin is no ordinary nickel, it's a modern rarity in high gear. For collectors and treasure hunters, here are some essential tips. Look for coins with full steps under Jefferson's portrait on the obverse, a sign of a strong, crisp strike. Examine the reverse closely to ensure there are no scratches or weak spots, especially in the trees and ocean waves. If you believe you've got a high-quality specimen, consider submitting it for grading through a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. It could turn that simple 5-cent piece into a 5-figure payday. In conclusion, the 2005 D Ocean in View Oh, the joy! Nickel is more than just a beautiful coin, it's a celebration of America's journey, a rare collectible, and a surprise jackpot for smart collectors who know what to look for. With high auction prices and rising collector interest, this is one of the most desirable modern coins in the United States minting history. It's a thrilling time to be a coin collector, and coins like these remind us that treasures truly are hiding in plain sight. So if you haven't checked your pocket change lately, now's the time to start hunting. You just might find this 5-cent masterpiece waiting for you. Stay passionate, stay curious, and let the spirit of collecting lead your way to incredible discoveries. If you love rare coins and want to keep learning about hidden treasures like this one, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you have any questions about rare coins or your own collection. Let's build a community of coin hunters who share the joy of discovery and the excitement of finding value where others see only pocket change. Keep hunting, stay sharp, and happy collecting. Number 2. Imagine finding a small 5-cent coin in your old change jar or coin roll, only to discover it's worth tens of thousands of dollars today. Sounds unbelievable, right? But the truth is, some of the rarest and most valuable coins ever discovered have come straight from people's pockets or family coin jars. And one of the most exciting examples of this is the legendary 1943 Jefferson Nickel with the P mint mark on the reverse, a true wartime treasure that continues to explode in value and demand across the collecting world. This extraordinary coin comes from a chapter in American history when every ounce of metal mattered. During World War II, the United States government needed to conserve nickel, a critical metal used in weapons and armor. In response, the U.S. Mint altered the composition of the Jefferson Nickel from 1942 to 1945, replacing the standard nickel-copper mix with an alloy of silver, manganese, and copper. That means your 1943p nickel is actually made of real silver, not just a basic base metal coin, but a wartime relic with intrinsic value and historical weight. What makes the 1943p Jefferson Nickel truly stand out is the bold, large, P mint mark located directly above Monticello on the reverse of the coin. This was the very first time in U.S. history that the Philadelphia Mint placed a mint mark on circulating coins, making this piece a groundbreaking moment in American numismatics. The large P is not just a letter, it's a symbol of national unity, sacrifice, and innovation during a time of global conflict. Every collector knows that this coin is not only a must-have, it's a milestone. Now let's talk about why this coin is so highly sought after today. Because these silver wartime nickels were used heavily in commerce during the 1940s and beyond, many were damaged, worn, or simply lost to history. Finding one today in high-grade condition is a serious challenge. That's what makes mint state examples so valuable and so fiercely hunted. Coins with sharp details, clean surfaces, and full steps on Monticello can command eye-watering prices from collectors who recognize their true scarcity and importance. In today's coin market, the 1943p silver Jefferson Nickel is performing incredibly well. Even average circulated examples can sell for more than their silver melt value due to collector interest. But when you step into the world of uncirculated grades, the value climbs fast, and it climbs high. Coins graded MS-66 and MS-67 have reached thousands of dollars at major auctions, with collectors pushing prices higher every year as supplies dwindle and demand intensifies. But now comes the moment that truly stuns most people. The highest auction prices for this coin have been nothing short of jaw-dropping. A pristine 1943p Jefferson Nickel graded MS-68 full steps sold for more than $18,000 at auction. And even more astonishing, top-tier examples with perfect luster and eye appeal have pushed past the $20,000 mark and soared as high as $120,000 in some private sales and high-end auction houses. Yes, that's $120,000 for a 5-cent piece from World War II. Just imagine what one rare coin in your possession could be worth today. If you want to join the ranks of successful collectors, here are some valuable tips. Always look for strong strike details, especially the steps on Monticello, what we call full steps, which drastically increase a coin's value. Check for clean surfaces, no heavy contact marks, and strong original mint luster. And if you believe you found a gem, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to officially authenticate and preserve your coin's quality and potential worth. In conclusion, the 1943 P. Jefferson Nickel is one of the most fascinating and valuable wartime coins in American history. It carries the weight of a nation at war, the innovation of the U.S. Mint, and the thrill of a silver treasure hiding in plain sight. With demand climbing, auction records being broken, and collectors everywhere on the hunt, now is the perfect time to search your change, your old coin rolls, or your family's coin box for this silver marvel. So don't wait. Start your hunt today. That one forgotten nickel could be your ticket to an incredible payday and a connection to America's past that's both personal and powerful. Let the joy of discovery and the value of history guide you on your collecting journey. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more rare coin adventures, and leave a comment below if you have questions about your own 1943 P nickel or any other coins in your collection. We're here to help you unlock the treasure hiding in your pocket change and celebrate the magic of coin collecting together. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, the next great discovery could be in your hands right now. Number 3. What if I told you that a simple 5-cent coin sitting in your pocket right now could be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars? Sounds impossible, right? But this is not just a coin, it's a hidden treasure from American history, and it might be closer to you than you think. Today we're diving deep into the remarkable story of the 1964 Jefferson Nickel with the D mint mark on the reverse, a coin that has shocked collectors with its rising value, rare varieties, an unforgettable place in numismatic history. The year 1964 was a major turning point in American coinage history. With silver being removed from circulating dimes, quarters, and half dollars, the demand for small change exploded. The U.S. Mint ramped up production of coins, and the Denver Mint alone struck over 1 billion Jefferson Nickels that year. But within that massive number hides a mystery, several rare, high-grade, and era coins that have become modern legends in the coin collecting world. The 1964 D. Jefferson Nickel isn't just a common coin, it's a gold mine if you know what to look for. This coin carries all the classic design elements created by sculptor Felix Schlag, featuring a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the elegant Monticello building on the reverse. But what makes this coin extra special is the small D mint mark located to the right of Monticello, identifying it as a product of the Denver Mint. While millions were made, the secret lies in finding those ultra-rare examples that remain in pristine condition or contain unusual die varieties and minting errors. Collectors today are scrambling to find the best preserved 1964 D nickels with what we call full steps on the Monticello reverse. This means the steps at the base of the building are sharply struck and clearly visible without any wear or weakness. These details are extremely hard to find due to worn dies and high-speed production in 1964, which is why coins with full steps and high mint state grades are skyrocketing in value. It's not just the year that matters, it's the condition, strike, and sharpness that transforms an ordinary nickel into a valuable collectible. Now let's talk real numbers, because the value of this coin today is absolutely thrilling. A regular circulated 1964 D. Jefferson Nickel may be worth face value to the average person, but to a collector, the story changes completely. If you have a high-grade example, especially one graded MS-66 or higher with full steps, you could be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars. And the demand is only growing as top collectors compete to add these rare gems to their collections. Some of the most jaw-dropping auction sales of the 1964 D. Jefferson Nickel have stunned even experienced coin dealers. One extraordinary example graded MS-67 with full steps sold for over $9,000 at a major auction. And believe it or not, the finest known examples with flawless luster, razor-sharp strikes, and perfect step detail have sold for staggering prices, up to $68,000 in private collections and top-tier auctions. Yes, you've heard that right, $68,000 for a 5-cent coin. That's the kind of power and excitement this small but mighty coin holds. This is why so many collectors are now searching rolls, old jars, and inherited collections looking for that perfect 1964D nickel. It's still out there, waiting to be discovered, and your attention to detail could be what turns a simple coin into a life-changing discovery. The beauty of coin collecting is that treasure often hides in the most unexpected places. If you're serious about the hunt, here are some powerful tips for collectors. Always check the reverse for strong full steps on Monticello. It's one of the biggest value drivers. Use a magnifying glass to check for sharp detail and clean surfaces. And always store high-quality coins in protective holders to prevent damage. If you think you've got a true gem, consider getting it graded by a top-tier service like PCGS or NGC. This will confirm the value and preserve the condition for future resale or auction. In conclusion, the 1964D Jefferson Nickel is far more than just a common pocket coin. It's a thrilling piece of American minting history, packed with potential and bursting with opportunity. With high-grade examples hitting prices from $9,000 all the way up to $68,000, this coin proves that real treasure doesn't always glitter, it sometimes jingles in your change. So start your search now, because coins like these are still out there, waiting for sharp-eyed collectors to bring them into the light. Whether you're new to the hobby or a seasoned numismatist, the 1964D nickel is a reminder that the next great discovery might already be in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want more exciting content about rare coins, incredible auction stories, and coin collecting tips, please give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment below with any questions you have about rare nickels or your own collection. Let's keep this coin collecting journey growing together, and remember, every coin has a story, and every collector has a dream. Keep hunting and happy collecting. Number 4. Imagine walking down the street, hearing the jingle of change in your pocket, and never realizing that one of those nickels could be worth more than your car, or even more than your house in some cases. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But that's exactly what's happening with some of the rarest Jefferson Nickels, including one of the most underestimated coins in modern circulation, the 1975 Jefferson Nickel with the D mint mark on the reverse. This isn't just another 5-cent piece. It's a coin that could change your life if you know what to look for. The story of the 1975 D Jefferson Nickel begins in a time of transformation in American currency. The nation was coming out of the Vietnam War era, the economy was shifting, and inflation was on the rise. In the middle of it all, the U.S. Mint continued producing billions of coins to keep up with daily commerce. But very few people were paying attention to what was coming out of those mint presses. Among them, the 1975 D nickel became one of the most interesting coins for collectors, not for its face value, but for its hidden potential and the few rare survivors that exist today in pristine condition. The design of the coin itself honors America's third president, Thomas Jefferson, with his iconic portrait on the obverse and his beloved home, Monticello, on the reverse. While the design didn't change from previous years, subtle minting variations and strike quality made all the difference. The D mint mark, located to the right of Monticello, signifies that it was struck at the Denver Mint, a facility known for both its mass production and occasional standout quality coins. But what sets this coin apart today isn't just where it was made, it's how it survived. Most 1975 D nickels entered circulation immediately and were handled roughly through decades of use, slowly losing their detail and value. But the true treasures are those rare coins that remained untouched, perfectly struck, stored safely, and preserved in brilliant mint state condition. Collectors hunt day and night for examples that show sharp details, clear steps on Monticello, and flawless luster. These coins aren't just rare, they're virtually impossible to find in top grade, and that's exactly why they're worth so much today. The current market value of a 1975 D Jefferson Nickel can vary widely depending on condition, but here's where things get exciting. Circulated examples may only be worth a few cents or $1 or $2 to a beginner, but high-grade coins, those graded MS66, MS67, or better, have exploded in value. Full steps varieties with no weak spots on Monticello are even more desirable and often command massive premiums. This isn't just about owning an old coin, It's about discovering a modern treasure that's hiding in plain sight. Now let's talk about auction records. And this is where things truly become mind-blowing. A few top-tier 1975 Jefferson Nickels graded in mint state 67 full steps condition have sold at major auctions for as much as $38,000. And in rare private sales where collectors are willing to pay any price to complete their registry sets, this humble 5-cent coin has been known to reach prices up to $68,000. Yes, that's $68,000 for a coin most people would never look twice at. This is the reality of today's coin market. When rarity meets perfect condition, anything is possible. Collectors across the country are now on high alert, scouring coin rolls, pocket change, and inherited collections for that one flawless example. So what can you do if you want to join them and find your own jackpot nickel? Start by learning to recognize sharp strikes. Focus especially on the steps of Monticello, because full steps examples are the true champions in value. Use a magnifying lens, look for coins with no scratches or nicks, and always protect your finds in airtight holders. And if you think you've got something special, send it to a top grading company like PCGS or NGC. You could be holding the next record-breaking coin in your hands right now. In conclusion, the 1975 Jefferson Nickel is a beautiful example of how a modern coin, once considered ordinary, can become an object of intense desire and value. With auction prices climbing from $38,000 all the way to $68,000, this nickel has transformed into a collector's dream and a financial opportunity for those with a keen eye and a little patience. It reminds us that even in today's world, great treasures still hide in everyday places. So take action today. Check your change, visit the bank, grab some coin rolls, and look closely at every nickel dated 1975 with that small D mint mark. You never know what gem might be waiting for you just around the corner. This is what makes coin collecting such a thrilling adventure. There's history in your hand, value in your pocket, and discovery just one coin away. If you found this video valuable and want more exciting stories about rare coins, market prices, and collector tips, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below with your questions or discoveries. Let's keep this community growing strong with passion, knowledge, and the love of coins. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and may your next nickel be the one that changes everything. Number 5. What if I told you that a common-looking 5-cent coin from 1990 could quietly be worth more than a brand new car, or even as much as a luxury vacation across the world? Sounds unreal, doesn't it? But for coin collectors and treasure hunters, this is not a fantasy. It's a reality that's turning everyday nickels into thousands of dollars overnight. And today, we're diving into the incredible story of the 1990 Jefferson Nickel with the P Mint mark, a modern coin that's becoming one of the most surprising jackpots in American coin collecting history. In the year 1990, the United States Mint continued its long-standing tradition of producing the Jefferson Nickel, a coin first introduced in 1938. By this point, Jefferson Nickels were a familiar part of everyday life, passed hand to hand in stores, parking meters, and change jars across the country. But hidden within that year's production run lies a coin with massive potential, because not all nickels are created equal, and some 1990 P Jefferson Nickels are now in such high demand that collectors are paying thousands of dollars to add them to their collections. The 1990 Jefferson Nickel carries the classic design that has stood the test of time. Thomas Jefferson's dignified portrait on the obverse and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. The P Mint mark, placed to the right of Monticello, tells us it was minted in Philadelphia. But what truly sets this coin apart isn't the design, it's the condition, the rarity of perfect strikes, and the small details that separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. And it's those small details that are now worth big money. Most nickels from 1990 were produced in huge quantities and quickly entered circulation, leading to scratches, dings, and overall wear and tear. But a few select coins, those preserved in exceptional mint state condition, especially with full steps on the reverse, have now become prized targets for serious collectors. These coins, showing every crisp line and step at the base of Monticello, are among the hardest to find and the most valuable. That's why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them, and prices have gone through the roof. Let's talk about the current market value, and trust me, it's exciting. While a circulated 1990p Jefferson nickel might only be worth a few cents to most people, things change dramatically when you find one in uncirculated condition with a strong strike. Coins graded MS66 or higher, particularly with full steps, have been sold for several $1,000s in recent years. And as demand increases, so do the price tags. This isn't just about condition, it's about rarity, desirability, and the growing interest in modern coinage. Now here comes the jaw-dropping part: auction records. Some of the highest graded 1990p Jefferson Nickels ever sold have reached extraordinary prices. One rare example, graded MS67 with full steps, sold for over $7,000 at auction. And in private sales and elite coin auctions, the most pristine specimens, those with flawless luster, razor-sharp detail, and absolute eye appeal, have achieved prices as high as $42,000. Yes, that's right, $42,000 for a 5-cent coin minted in the 1990s. This is what makes collecting so thrilling, when the everyday becomes extraordinary. So how can you get in on the hunt? It starts with a careful eye and a little patience. Begin by checking any 1990 nickels in your collection or coin rolls from the bank. Use a magnifying glass to examine the reverse closely. Look for those full steps under Monticello, and inspect the coin's surface for any signs of wear. If you find a coin that looks crisp, uncirculated, and has a sharp strike, don't hesitate to send it to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC. A small investment in grading can unlock massive value. In conclusion, the 1990p Jefferson Nickel is a stunning example of how modern coins are making waves in the world of high-value collecting. What once seemed like a common coin has become a treasure, and values ranging from $7,000 to $42,000 are now a reality. Collectors are watching this coin closely, registry sets are competing for the finest known examples, and excitement is growing with each new auction sale. So don't let this opportunity pass you by. Search your change, your jars, your rolls. Your next great discovery might be sitting right under your nose. This is why we collect, because the hunt is thrilling, the history is rich, and the rewards are greater than ever before. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about hidden coin treasures, rare auction stories, and expert tips for building your own valuable collection, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below if you have any questions about rare nickels or coins you've found. Let's build a community of smart collectors and coin lovers who are unlocking the secrets of American currency one coin at a time. Keep hunting, keep believing, and as always, happy collecting!